Hey, what's up? Long time no talk. Um, Life's crazy. It's been a big change in the past 2 months since I've been streaming, and sharing. Life kind of caught up with me quickly, and I'm bummed I haven't been able to be as consistent with connecting with you guys and being a constant share of experience and information as I wish I was. So making an effort, and now that I'm back to school, I'm a college student again, university, woo woo, junior year, mother, living my best life. Now that I'm back to being a student, that comes with responsibilities, it comes with engagement and homework and performance and learning and training and a lot of growth quickly and in measured increments and a lot of expectations and things that I just have to put out and produce. And one of my classes this quarter is social psychology, and today we were discussing a very interesting topic, which is the self, which is who am I? Who are you? And what does that mean? How do you define yourself? How do you see yourself? Is it based on roles that you were given or that you have assigned for yourself? Or is it based on your characteristics, what you like, what you don't like, who you hang out with, your social group? What kind of person are you when you're at work or when you're at home? Or are you always the same person? Do you have different influences on you that make you act different, or is your personality consistent? Is your identity who you are no matter where you are, who you're with? And that's kind of what I'm going to dive in today, because I have to type out an essay, but honestly my brain's just not in a place where I feel like I can type. So I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to just speak my essay, and take the notes from what I say and reflect on that and see where this takes me. Um, I guess I have a fear that I won't sound as intelligent as if I were typing everything out, because when you're typing things out, you can like look over your notes and edit things, fix this sentence, chuck that one out, put this in, add that quote here. So, public face, just like a type of psychological term where you put on a face when you're in social experiences. But I mean, that's a part of life. A part of the self is wanting to constantly edit and improve and produce the best work possible. So, acknowledging that, respecting that for its want for superiority, not in a negative way, but in wanting to be better than what it was originally. And that's just kind of a natural occurrence. That's just a part of growth. That's a part of evolution. And yeah, I'm gonna see how that goes with just streaming today, just kind of talking it out, because I just got off the phone with my boo, my bleeb, as my main followers would know. And yeah, and I didn't wanna shut up, so I thought I'd just start talking and see if maybe I could write my essay through my words. So there's gonna be a little bit of, like, reflection on all of my chapter notes and everything I went over to just kind of spark some streams, some conversational streams. So, yeah, tag along or don't, or check in and out, whatever you feel like. I'm still gonna be here, so totally up to you. Um, yeah, here we go. Who am I? Whew. Oh, I kind of want to type this at the same time. I wonder if I could. Would that be weird? Okay, maybe I can. Who am I? Oh, I can't shift that. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I gotta fix my screen. I'm so picky. Hold on. Okay, this might take like a minute or two. Anyways, yep, I'm back at school, doing the school thing. Not working currently, although looking for a job. So message or comment if you have a job. That sounds like it would put food in my mouth eventually because I'm about to go hungry as I'm living under my parents' roof. So yeah, whatever. First world problems. Anyways, don't generalize yourself. Okay, check. Okay. Maybe if I say it a little higher. I think that's good. Good. Who am I? I am me. I am everything I ever said. Or spoke into existence. I am every thought that crossed my mind. And who am I? I am me. I am everything I ever said or spoke into existence. I am every thought that crossed my mind. I am every action. Action or decision that I have made. I am my conditioning. I am my family. I am my roles. And I am nothing all at the same time. But in that sense, if you look at life through a gestaltic view, you would be all of those things. And more. See, this question is so much more complex than just what are your characteristics? or the roles you play in life. Respectfully, it goes so much deeper than that. Exploring your beliefs in what it means to be alive and to be human and to experience life and reality. And using all of those existential ideas to compartment. Some days as being just another life, living and experiencing the world, yes, through a pair of unique and special a pair of unique and special eyes, but then there are times where my reality may be all there truly is. And I think where I'm trying to take the conversation is with this ever-changing self-view of independence this ever-changing social self of independence versus interdependence. Now, these social constructs these social constructs are so interesting to think about because what's normal is based on where you live, and I've traveled and I've seen the world and I've seen parts of the world that are like so interdependent and so different than here in the Western world where it's dog eat dog, where it's like you go do everything alone by yourself and then you die alone and that's your life, and you put your parents in nursing homes and you get everything for yourself so you can have all your things and consume until you maybe find a family, maybe don't. But if you find a family, it's just you and your nuclear family. The rest of your family is just kind of on the outskirts because we're so primarily focused on an individual mindset that we're losing the sense of community that comes with being human. And I think this concept above all others really defines who we are because it's not only like who you are in a social situation and how engaged you are and how much you care about other people and how much you invest in doing things for others or for yourself. Like, what are your goals? How do you approach the world? Do you pursue success and passion because you want to thrive and you want to see yourself being superior to others? Or do you want to thrive so that you can inspire others to do the same? And through your success, you can lift people up and you can show people that because you've done it, they can do it too. And you've done it so that you can help people get there too. What is your goal? What's your passion behind what you do? And so much of my focus is on living interdependently. That is a big part of my goal in life because I love everybody in my life. I love everyone so deeply. But society shames you for it. America sticks up their noses at it. And being a 24-year-old who still lives at home with her parents, I feel ashamed. I honestly feel ashamed to be where I am because I'm not dependent, because I can't afford to pay my own rent and take care of myself, because I'm still dependent on my parents. And I hate that. I hate that I have to live with this struggle when I'm just trying to figure out what I wanna do. I'm supposed to do that and support myself and still live the life I wanna live and create the job that I wanna create and pursue my passions while being this person who does it all on her own. Then what? Then what? Who are you doing it for? I I see such a lack and a disconnect in that. Yes, I support independence and I support people being individuals and going after their goals and striving for what makes them happy, but for me, my family makes me happy. My goal is to create a space, a place for them to interconnect. A lot of you guys who watch my channel, you know why I'm here, why I'm on this earth. I'm here to make a wellness community, to make a wellness center where my family can come together, my friends can come together, where we can all come together and support each other with what we need to grow and be successful in this life. That instantly defines who I am and what I believe in. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm in this house, because I know that my goals and what I want to provide for my community is more important than my independence. Every day when I go to school, I carry a red folder with me that has 2 pieces of paper that my best friend Gina drew out for me of the community center that I wanna build and create with this community. It has my passion and my dream. It has my vision on there. And that might mean that I carry a big part of I'm looking at my notes. What's the ideal self? I carry a bit of my ideal self with me. Which can be cumbersome at times because it can keep me from focusing on the goals of the now, in the now. But it's also the meaning and the heart of everything that I do. Much of my identity. Is based on my interdependent ideal self. Now, your ideal self is the self that represents your hopes and your wishes, and yes, that is it, but at the same time, that's not enough. That's not enough. I have implementations of intentions. I have goals. I have steps on how to get there, and that is what I do, and that is what gets me out of bed every morning. That is what keeps me on track. And I know I'm still at the beginning of this journey, but that's what's so exciting is that I get to see how it all plays out. You know, like, this is my life. I'm gonna create it to the best of my ability. I have already taken so many steps, you guys, in the past, like, 2 months. So, I joined an art and music collective, and we're throwing events. Things are kicking off the ground, and it's beautiful because 'cause we're collective and everybody brings something new to the table, and everybody has a voice, everybody has an art form, everybody has something that they share, and It's so welcoming and loving and inspiring. And I started a yoga collective. We teach classes, we have collaborations, we're about to have our first workshop this month. I I can't even tell you, like, 2 months ago, I was talking to you guys about how scared I was to teach my first class. I've taught, like, almost every week since then. Okay, minus 2 weeks. But a new side of me has emerged. This side of me who knows my capability and who values that. Going back to school, holy shit, you guys, that was, like, so fucking intense. I don't even know how nervous I was on my first day on my first lecture for chemistry, but oh my god. I just remember sitting there like, am I having a heart attack? Am I having a panic attack? Like, and I it sucks because I feel so, like, out of the norm because everybody else was doing this when they were 18, and it's taken me 6 years to be like, "Okay, this is where I'm meant to be. It's finally time for you to take these steps." And that might be late to once again the Western ideal of what is right and wrong. But who's to say that their view is right? Who's to say that being independent is the best way to live? I mean, their social norms of women are beyond twisted. Expectations are out of this world, disgusting, where we're hating our bodies and torturing ourselves to try to look like a certain specific type of woman that maybe 10% of the population looks like. That's that's not realistic, and that's not something I want. I am I am someone who knows what they want. I I implement intentions to pursue that. Those and to pursue those goals and desires on a daily basis. I'm learning to fight for what I want, you guys. Like, this is crazy. I'm learning a lot, and the timing feels right. Taking 2.5 years off, figuring out myself, figuring out what fucking motivates me in this world, like why I'm passionate, why I love helping people, why I love taking care of people, why I love healing and doing the work that I do. Like, it's clicking, like, and how I can pursue that in school, how I can use these tools to help me interact with people, to help me make life easier for people and show them there's a different way of interpreting life. Like, that's the underlying fact, is that we are so stuck in our constructs, that we are so rigid and so fixed in our beliefs that we don't see that, like, life can be beautiful and simple and simplified through interconnectedness, through working with each other, but we all get so fixed and caught up in communication and drama and how things are said and the way we express things and expressing our emotions and those getting in the way of how we interpret things, that we all need a freaking mediator to be like, "Hey, wait a minute, check yourself. Do you think that's what they meant? Or do you think maybe they were having a bad day and they couldn't express themselves well? Or maybe you were having a bad day and you couldn't interpret things in the lens that they were trying to present to you." Life is a series of checks and balances, honestly, like, straight up. Like, school checks you. Like, there's, like, very little handicap mentality in school. Like, you are there to push yourself and to perform. And I like it. I like that pressure. I like that. I like engaging with my professors. I I'm on a communication basis with all of them. I'm engaged. I'm focused. Yeah, sure. I haven't studied for 2.5 years. It's gonna be a learning curve, but that's the challenge. That's the exciting thing behind that, is that I can see so much growth. Like, if I was there right now and I was like, "Psh, yeah, this is easy, like, fuck college." No, like, but it's not like that at all. Like, I have so much more room to grow and so much more to learn. And the thing is that you're not just learning subjects at school. You're learning how to work with people, how to communicate, how to process information, how to compartmentalize things, but then not generalize and not discriminate, and how to be inclusive, and how to build healthy habits, and how to take care of yourself, and how to keep up with time management and consistency, and constantly readjusting things to continue to shift and change to meet the experience that you're currently having. Um, so there's lots of self-monitoring. It's pretty annoying. Why can't I? Self-monitoring, and there's another term that I really want to use here. Self-regulating is another really good one. Excuse me. I don't know if I can find it right now. Not self-discrepancy. Gosh darn it. Sometimes y'all just can't function with technology. Maybe if I do half and half. Okay. Hold up, wait a minute. Oh, that's why, because it's like already full length. It was just like hella cranky with me. It's like, I'm already doing everything. Okay. So these concepts of self-monitoring, how aware are you? In your own life? Let's see, like, I know what I want. I am aware of others around me and how they're interacting. I might not know necessarily how I want to react in every single response, every single experience, but that's like part of learning. Like, that's learning to just connect and to interact with people. No, you don't know what you're gonna say every second. If you do, then that would be very like very face, that would be very much like, yeah, I want to act this way in public, so this is how I respond to all sorts of kinds of situations. And I don't like that. Like, I don't like when I am so consistent with my response that I always respond in this way. I always like do this kind of thing. Like, it just feels disingenuous to me. And that's not to say that like people who tend to say the same kinds of things and have the same kinds of beliefs, they aren't like being genuine, but like, I feel like it's just a lack of knowing how to express yourself and having the words to say to describe yourself, to say who you are. And I hated that about not being in school, not being able to know how to express myself. And that just came with not having to. And with school, you're so focused on getting your shit done that yourself is just you. You're just like surviving, you're just trying to figure out how to thrive and how to survive and work your way through all of these things that you're facing on a daily basis, these new challenges, these new assignments, these new perspectives you're taking on, these new interpretations of life and concepts and thoughts and feelings. And that's unique within itself. I feel like I'm kind of tangenting here, going off on a tangent. I don't know if one can if you can tangenting or not. It's a new word now. But just what I mean is like every day I try to be a little better. I try to work on something. I try to have a better interaction with somebody, or I try to say hi to somebody or engage somebody I normally wouldn't have. And every day I try to change my perspective so that it's a little bit more freeing, a little bit more creative, a little bit more in the growth mindset versus this fixed mindset. This is really something I feel very passionately about. This concept of how you view intelligence, how you view identity. Honestly, you can apply it to all sorts of different kinds of things. Like, all I know is that growing up, yeah, I thought I could learn things and I thought I was good at some things, but so much of my life being dyslexic and being in the stupid kids group, not to give it that label, but being with the slow kids, being with the mentally challenged kids, like, that was hard. That was really hard on my self-esteem. I grew up basically not having one. Not having a real identity because I was ashamed of who I was. So this essay is hard for me to write because so much of my life, my identity was defined by my relationships and by how others saw me because I didn't want to see myself. Because I didn't fit into this world. I don't fit into this world that I was born into. And I think there's a reason why, because I'm here to change it. I'm here to affect it in some way. I'm here to shake it up and flip it upside down and make it spin around in circles or do a whole vinyasa flow. I don't know, like, I'm here to make a change. And I'm getting chills right now because it's ringing so much truth inside of me. I'm here to make sure that what happened to me doesn't happen to other kids, you know? Like, I can't take on the whole school system on my own, and I can't tell parents how to teach their kids, but I can damn sure be the therapist who helps someone going through a similar situation, who helps someone with a fixed mindset who doesn't think they're smart because their entire lives they've been told that they don't think the same way other people do. They don't read as well. They don't understand information. They can't process things as well as the norm, as well as other people can, because that's bullshit. We are all so intelligent in our own ways. It's infinite. It's honestly incredible to experience and to see people in their own facets of art and science and mathematics and communication and language and connection and expression and all of these different forms of communication and understanding that we have in this life, that the way our minds work and the way we categorize people and are told to put people in these boxes, it creates cages for ourselves and for everybody else in society. And yes, that makes things easy to function, but those cages break. Those cages get rusty and we grow too big for them. And I'm sick and tired of all of that, like, wasted potential not being put into something positive, into something that can blossom and grow and become something in this world. I've met so many people who think so little of themselves because they've been told they're nothing by people who have been told that they're nothing, who society takes for granted. And yeah, maybe we all play roles in society, and we need to have winners and losers, and we need to have the rich and the poor and the weak and the disadvantaged and the upper class. Maybe we need to have those things because all of life is on a spectrum and everything needs its opposite to have balance. But why can't that balance shift a little bit more? Just a little bit more to the left. And in my interpretation, the left is a little bit more positive because I'm a lefty. And that's just the way my brain works. Why can't we shift a little bit more to the creative? Let go of some of that rigid construct of who we are and how we see ourselves and allow room for exploration and growth. University is opening my mind, and everybody needs to go. Everybody needs to have this experience. Take on the student debt. I'm ready to take on like $200 million of student debt. I don't even care. Like, I want to be in a lecture for the rest of my life, whether it's just 1 or 2 or 5, whatever. I want to continue to challenge myself and question my beliefs because that's the only way growth happens. And that's what we are doing in this life. We are questioning things, we're changing things, we're growing things, we're improving things, we're shifting constantly, trying to make things better. And we need people to be those catalysts. We need people to identify what in them is there to be lit or to ignite it or to be inspired. And that's what I want to give. I want to provide that shift. I want to provide that shift for people where it clicks, where they're like, "Hey, I get it. I have a purpose. I have passion. I have goals. I might not need to spoon feed it to people, but hey, here's a place where you can figure that out." But that's a little bit more loosely than a university because I'm not trying to like build a whole school and everything, but I want to build a school that's not here, that's not in this mindset. I want to build a school that has newborns ranging from the elderly. I want to build a school that has mentors with 4-year-olds and 35-year-olds. I want to have a community school, not just for kids ranging from 18 to 25 or in their upper 20s, 30s trying to just get it degree and then make it in society. Like, I want a place for people to heal those fixed mindsets. And I know a lot of this is just turning into what I want to do, and I'm forgetting myself, and I need to turn back into that. But so much of who I am and my identity is wrapped in with what I want to do and what I want to create. And some might say I have lofty goals, but hey, when you have a vision of something that changes the world, have to follow it. You have to, no matter no matter what else happens in your life, like you might have vision that changes that and you might pursue something new, but as of right now, this is my calling. And all the steps there, all of them are pointing to this life, are pointing to this creation. It's what my family is asking for. It's what my community is asking for. I know they are. I just don't have the resources. I don't have the experience yet, and that's why I'm discovering myself so that I can give them that. Because that self that I'm discovering, that self is the person who's gonna be able to provide these things. That person is gonna be a go-getter. She's gonna know how to get that and be like, "Here, this is what you need. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna get this for you because you need this to grow." That's the kind of person I am, and I'm rediscovering that, like, so much of my childhood was distorted by my low self-esteem and how I thought others viewed me and my self-consciousness, that I'm done with that version of the self now. I'm done with those negative things that define me, but they're in me. They're my schemas, they're a part of my conditioning, and it's gonna take some time for those things to change. But at the same time, it's like, how much time? I'm over it. Done. I'm not gonna be uncomfortable anymore. I'm not gonna be self-conscious. I'm not gonna conform to that anymore. I'm not gonna be stuck in that fixed box that I put myself in for so long because that's what society put on me. I'm not living that life anymore. That's not my reality. I'm gonna choose it. I'm gonna choose my reality. I'm gonna create my reality. I'm gonna create the career that I want every step of the way. That's why I'm pursuing a career and I'm pursuing an education that I want and I've created, because I know that I am here for one type of job that only fits who I am. And I need to make the job description and I need to describe what my title is and what my duties are and what tasks I perform, because only I can decide that for myself, because I'm an individual who strives for an interconnected community. Yes, I am a part of the big picture and I am a cog that makes things happen, but I'm also just me, I'm someone who likes to laugh and who can poke fun every now and then. As people would say, I'm teasing. And and a lot of these concepts are so focused on others' beliefs and how they view you, and there's a fine balance between working with the system and working your way around it. And I'm striving for that balance. I'm striving for those goals. but I'm me, and in some sense, I can I've always been me. I've always been this me, and at the same time, I'm always changing, and I am everything and I'm nothing all at the same time. I am energy. I am light. I am particles. I am body. I am skin. I am flesh. I am bones. I am heart. And I am joy. I am anger. I am happiness and enthusiasm. And I am a daughter. I am a sister. I am a lover. I am a teacher. And I am a student. And I am a friend. And all of these sides of myself, I I admire and I express to the greatest of my ability. And each day I am faced with a new decision, and each day I take an action. And then another decision and another action and then another observation and another behavior. And each day builds on top of itself with reactions and with decisions and reactions and behaviors and interactions and connections and all the things that make life what it is. And who am I? I am Aaliyah. Who am I? I am a wordsmith. I am a poet. I am a writer. And one day I will be a doctor. It seems crazy to say, but I've got a lot to learn. And a long life of discovery. And I'm going to continue to strive for balance and continue to strive for self. And that ideal self that I have, she's always going to be there. She's always going to be pushing me. And the odd self, she's out the window. The person I should be, she is only defined by me, by no one else. And there are no shoulds within me and how I see the world. There is no should or should not do. There is only do because it is in alignment with you. Or don't do because you'd rather do something that lifts you up, that fulfills you. Like sharing all this information, sharing all this love, all of this passion. This inspires me to wake up early and type the rest of this essay because I can't get my fingers to speak from my heart. And honestly, I wish I could just submit this to my professor. Honestly, she's so cool. Like, she would honestly be okay with it, I'm sure. But then everybody else would have to give video essays too. Can't be individual. I'd give myself an A. You know, like, why is life so black and white when there's so much color? I took my first exam today, and I don't even care what my grade is. It's kind of crazy to say also, but as long as I pass, why would I want to stop learning this? Why would I want to stop challenging myself? Why would I think that I wasn't capable of learning all of these concepts that blow my freaking mind? Like finding out how many atoms are in the sun and what the density of the sun is in relation to the size of a tile, or finding out how neurons communicate to each other and how essentially we're just energetic signals that move through a series of pumps and voltage gates, and how all of that makes us act and say and do the things that we do. And I want to help people re-elasticize their brains. You know how crazy that is? You know how cool that is? Like let's do things in life that help us grow. Stop stop being stagnant. Stop. Turn off the TV. Go back to school. Write a poem. Sing a song. Take a bath. Warm your heart.
I lost the thread of it.
Cordata was. Just be yourself. Because that's what we're here to do. That's who we're here to be. If you were here to be somebody else, you would be somebody else already. Recreate yourself. Recreate yourself again, and then do it again. And continue to do it. Every day. Every day, be a new version of yourself. Every 5 minutes. Okay, that might be too quick. But who knows? Maybe you can do that. I don't know if there are enough versions of myself for me to be a new self every 5 seconds. But maybe I'm just not in my creative brain enough right now. Oh, maybe if I took a shower, I could type better. Maybe I'll take a shower. But I kind of feel like this thought bubble is winding down and we've reached the hour mark. So if any of you are still with me, you're awesome. And I'm awesome. And we're just super cool having a conversation. I hope this is sparking your mind and helping you think about who you are. Kudos to my stepmom. She just got a new job. She's a real estate agent. And she has to describe herself for her bio on her new website because that's so dope. But, like, what would you put in your real estate bio? What would you say about yourself in 100 words or less? Who are you? Who was your identity? What makes you exist? What makes you breathe or think or talk or feel or express? as your best self. Each day, I see myself becoming more beautiful, becoming more mature, becoming more fun and silly and loving and healing. And each day, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to get after it. I'm ready to learn. And I've missed this, but honestly, I needed the break because modern society, modern school just burnt me out. And I was so focused on the grade that I didn't realize that the point was to experience and to learn and have fun. It wasn't about the number. Never was. Sitting in my exam, I was like, what's the point? What's the point of all of this pressure and all of this expectation to get every answer correct? You're never going to get every answer correct. That's life, you know? That's the journey. When we die, we don't know half of everything there is to know in this world. You know, life is so big and so huge. Your life is not defined by the score you get on a test. Sorry. Getting oozy. But do you hear me? Do you feel me? Do you respect this knowledge? Like, kudos to you if your brain is a super engine and you're just rocking out those A pluses 100% every day, on and on and on and off again, because you're just like superhuman and you should just run the world, okay? But maybe don't, because we all need to run the world together, because we are a collective intelligence. We are a collective consciousness. That's what makes this world function. And when you have a collective consciousness that's being affected by the minds of the few who have the most, social constructs and social norms get manipulated into these concepts that are unobtainable. And it's our job to bring those ideals back into the light, back into our true visions of ourselves, back into the ideal self that is built on your true self. And I just I can't get enough. I can't. I'm so excited for this journey, for this experience of self-discovery. My mind is open and willing and wanting to discover more. And and I'm so grateful to have the best day and the worst day all at the same time, and to experience the spectrum that is life, that is me, that is this existence, that is everything and nothing at all. You know, experience is just a line on a spectrum, but a point in space and time. And where you are on that point in this circle, in this sphere, in this space and time and length and distance and expression, and all of it has a spectrum of singularity that describes everything that goes into this exact moment, this exact second that makes it completely and utterly uniquely its own and itself, and that is so juicy and so beyond what we've ever understood on a widely known basis. So much knowledge is being expressed and is out there and is ready for you to grasp it with both hands if you just reach. Be that rat with the full cortex, engaged cortex that sticks its hand out and eats the Hershey chocolate off the spatula. Don't run yourself into the side of your own cage, but stick a hand out and ask for a bit of that knowledge. Ask for a bit of the juiciness that is life, that is understanding your own reality, that is opening your mind to what this world could be and what you could give to it, what you're here for. Um, so, who am I? There's a couple few ways I could go about answering that question, but maybe I'll start with my roles. I am Alina Well Jones. I'm a 24-year-old junior college student who's pursuing a double major in psychology and integrative medicine and holistic therapies, who is a yoga teacher, who is a student, who is a daughter to amazing parents, who is a sister to an inspiration of a sister who has always known her identity and always strived for it. I am a friend. Though I might be shy and I might not be as attentive as I wish I could be, still striving towards being the kind of friend that I want to be. That is an area that I want to grow much in, and I think I will. I am a lover, I'm a partner. I have a soulmate. I am a soulmate. I have a twin flame. I am a twin flame. I am a granddaughter. I am a cousin. I am an unemployed human being. I am a dependent. I'm a driver. I'm a traveler. I'm a mover. I'm a doer. I'm an active human troop. Insert word there. I am a speaker. I am expressive. I am funny. I am engaging. I am soft and gentle. I am empathetic and loving and open-hearted. I am quality. I'm a person who has her priorities straight and knows who she is. I am someone who has patience and knows how to wait and understands the concept of the marshmallow. I understand the concept of long-term gratification. Because that's what I strive for. That's what inspires me. I am compassionate. I am a dancer. I'm a yogi. I'm a meditator. I'm a hippie and a philosopher. I'm a chemist and a scientist. I am a therapist in training and soon to be real. I'm a web designer. I am. What else am I doing? I'm a collective member. I'm a collective starter. I'm a renter. I'm a member in a community, in several communities. I'm someone who's open to new things, but respects my space and my time when I need it. I am in love with life and everything in it. This spectrum of experience, it fills me with such emotion and such realization that every day I'm a new me. And I love her. I love meeting her every morning. I love looking into her eyes and discovering who is underneath. And it's nights like these where I'm here with myself that I find my passion. I find my identity through finding out why I'm here. And as most interdependent people, we see the world through a lens, through the outside in. And I spent so much of my childhood experiencing the outside and avoiding me within that it's now time for me to go inward and discover thyself and to be true to thyself. Because as Confucius says, I can find his quote. I know it's in here. I took a lot of notes today, you guys. I'm sorry. It's definitely near the beginning. Exactly. This is very anticlimactic. I apologize. As Confucius says, a person of humanity wishes to establish his own character, also establishes the character of others. And it's that last part of that sentence that ignites my flame. Yes, I am discovering thyself, but to help other people establish their own identity of self as well. I am a place of balance in this world. And that is what I strive for. I strive for balance above all else. And in this Western society, in this social society, there's so much imbalance. And so much that we're lacking and have yet to acknowledge or respect. So much wisdom interlaced with philosophy and science that we deem as myth because of a collective consciousness that says no, that's not true. But there is truth. There is truth in anything in this world. And if you allow yourself to believe that, anything is possible. So, who are you? Comment and let me know. Or make your own vlog. Write an essay. Write a poem. Write a song. Tell me your story. Tell me the roles you play in this dance of reality. Tell me the ideals you have and what ignites your flame. Share with me the idiosyncrasies that describe your behaviors and your actions. And tell me what makes you you and what you're here to do. And I hope one day we can meet and we can have a conversation. The folks are home. Should we log off now? No shits. I can do whatever I want. There's no limits. Life is limitless. Take my word for it. Express yourself. Go after your dreams. Aaliyah is signing off. Have a beautiful Friday or Saturday, wherever you are. Bye.